Yo, what's up, Trey TD23 back now with another video. I'm going to be talking about the Philadelphia 76ers. Are they contenders or not? It's kind of hard to talk about the 76ers right now because the whole Ben Simmons situation. At the end of this video, I might talk about a little bit of the Ben Simmons situation and some of the teams that are interested in Ben Simmons and some of the players that the 76ers could get back for Ben Simmons and see how that fits in. But I'm going to be talking about, like, Ben Simmons is just not there. Like, this is the team without Ben Simmons. So Joel Embiid, personally last year, I thought he was, well, for most of the year, I thought he was MVP. Jokic deserved the MVP, but I thought Embiid throughout majority of the year was MVP, except he missed maybe a month because of an injury. But then they got Andre Drummond at the backup center. Drummond pretty much a straight rebounder. Rebound, put-back dunk, put-back layup, and can catch some lobs. Seth Curry was probably their second or third best player during the playoffs, dropping 30 pieces and stuff. Just a great shooter. Matisse Thybulle, pretty much their wing defender, and he's pretty athletic, so that's something. Tyrese Maxey, who's probably going to start until they get something back for Ben Simmons. Again, I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. Tyrese Maxey, just a straight scorer. Just a, how do I say it? Someone that can just get you going from off the bench. You got Danny Green, a 3-and-D player. Jaden Springer, their new rookie, straight scorer, I'd say. I think he's pretty much going to be a straight scorer for that team. He can catch and shoot, create his own shot. Tobias Harris, pretty much the same thing as Jaden Springer, just on a higher level. And when he has Embiid behind him, it's kind of he can defend a little bit. Furkan Korkmaz, three-point shooter. Isaiah Joe, still haven't really seen much of him. Same with Paul Reed, don't really know what to think about him. Shake Milton, know what Shake Milton can do. He can defend a little bit. He can score. So, but are they contenders or pretenders? I think they can be contenders. There's not many players that can defend Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris, if he can get more consistent, if he could be a third option, if the 76ers can somehow get a second option and Tobias Harris can be a third option, that'd be great. But if he has to be the second, it can be all right. He can average about 20 to 22 points per game. But the 76ers, I thought the 76ers were much deeper than this. It might be because Ben Simmons. I'm not talking about Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons is not going to play here. But I'm going to be talking about pretty much the Ben Simmons situation. This is going to be 76ers, are they contenders or pretenders? I think they can contend. Depends on what they get back for Ben Simmons. So I'm going to be talking about some of the trade packages I've seen. So I saw the 76ers offered Ben Simmons from Malcolm Brogdon and Karis LeVert. Dub trade for the 76ers. Straight dub trade. Even for the Pacers, I think it's a pretty good trade because they got Miles Turner, who's a stretch big. They got Jeremy Lamb, who will probably start at the 2 or 3, and then Sabonis. And if Sabonis, Turner, and Ben Simmons do not work out, you can trade Sabonis for some good pieces. You can still get value for Sabonis. He's an all-star. There's not many players that can even stop Sabonis. He's that strong and that big. Like he's almost a 7-foot power forward that has he's pretty damn good. He's an all-star. But yeah, if they don't work out, then you can really just trade Sabonis. The Pacers can just trade Sabonis for some surrounding pieces, some shooters for Ben Simmons. And for the 76ers, it gives you more defense still because Ben Simmons is the best perimeter defender in the league. And getting Malcolm Brogdon, that's a good defender, and he can be a third option. I'm pretty sure he'd be like the fourth option, sometimes third, sometimes second, because the options would probably be Embiid. It'd be switched between Tobias Harris and Karis LeVert, and then Malcolm Brogdon would be third or fourth. Karis LeVert just a straight scorer, can get his own shot. That's really what the 76ers need. Tobias Harris, he can somewhat get his own shot, but he's not as efficient. Embiid, everything's pretty much played through Embiid. Embiid either post up, pick and pop, just give him the ball and let him do what he does. And Ben Simmons is really not effective anywhere else. Karis LeVert, Malcolm Brogdon, they can catch and shoot. That's the difference between Karis LeVert, Malcolm Brogdon, and Ben Simmons. They can catch and shoot, and they're not afraid to shoot, and they can score. Ben Simmons can score, but he can't do anything outside of the paint, which is the big problem with the 76ers, which is what happened during the playoffs this year. Ben Simmons didn't do anything, and Tobias Harris was really not very consistent. He was not as bad as last year, but it was not. He scored less than Ben Simmons in a season. Ben Simmons had 5 points. Tobias Harris had 4. That's a game that you have to win because Seth Curry had 30, and I'm pretty sure Embiid had about 30, maybe even 40. That's a game you need to win. When Seth Curry is like your 4th or 5th, maybe even 6th best player, and he's giving you 30, you have to win that game, especially against the Atlanta Hawks. Very disappointed in that series. But I'm happy about the Atlanta Hawks. So, Ben Simmons for Malcolm Brogdon, Karis LeVert, and I think it was like a first-round pick or something. I think this is a pretty good trade. Another one was Ben Simmons, D'Angelo Russell, Jaden McDaniels, and Malik Beasley. Again, I think Karl-Anthony Towns is like the perfect match for Ben Simmons, strictly because Karl-Anthony Towns is the greatest three-point shooting big man of all time. I don't think there's any question about that. Karl-Anthony Towns can catch and shoot. He can create his own shot. He can hit step backs. He can drive to the paint. He can dunk. And I think he's I'm not going to say he's an elite defender, but I think he's an underrated defender. He doesn't try all the time, but if I was on the Minnesota Timberwolves, I wouldn't try on defense all the time. What am I going to play defense for when we're still going to lose by 15, 20? That's exactly the same thing with Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine last year and the past few years has not been trying on defense. You want to know why? Because we're going to win 15 to 20 games every year. There's no point in me trying on both sides of the floor. If I know we're going to be good, like this year, I'd play defense. But I think either team benefits. They get the 76ers get a catch and shoot guy that can create his own shot and he can hit threes. They get a 3-and-D player in Jaden McDaniels. And they get Malik Beasley, who can be an off the bench player. Like you can start D'Angelo Russell, Seth Curry, Danny Green. Actually, no, you'd probably want to start Malik Beasley for the defense because I think Malik Beasley is a better defender than Seth Curry. So probably D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, and you got Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, you got Seth Curry, you got Jaden McDaniels, you got Andre Drummond, you got Jaden Springer, you got Isaiah Joe, you got all those guys off the bench. You got Furkan Korkmaz. It's gonna be a little bit smaller because Seth Curry is about 6'4", maybe 6'3". They got Matisse Thybulle, so I mean, like if they do that, that's a lot of wing. That's a lot of guards. But I think the 76ers could make that work just because because Embiid is going to play a lot. Andre Drummond is going to play a lot. They might run that 4-5 a little bit. Tobias Harris at the 3. That's probably what I would want it'd be D'Angelo Russell, just so they can have some stuff off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, Jaden McDaniels, and Joel Embiid. And then off the bench, you got Drummond, you got Danny Green, you got Korkmaz. I don't know. I don't know how that lineup would work. Because I'd want them to have a decent 4 for that. But yeah. 76 Contenders or Pretenders? I got them as contenders. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace. I don't know why I did that.